What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. Today we'll be looking at Bitcoin and discuss what is going on. So of course we had this falling wedge, which I called on the 4th of December, if you don't remember, on that same day or a bit before, in November. Someone just reminded me on Twitter, I had one of my mates who's in the stock market, and he said that institutions were coming to push Bitcoin to 30k, and I think we said this in and around the 50ks, and look what's happened now. Now the same mate is telling me that institutions are coming to push it into the 20s. Now, of course, I don't want him to be right. I'm not going to listen to him, but that would make sense if we come back to the swing low, and we'll go through that in a bit more detail basically. So you can see once we lost this 618 40,000, of course we'd like to come back to it to retest it, because we need to decide, is it going to be resistance or a fake out? You haven't made that decision yet, so a pullback is needed. However, once you lost it, you're going to target to the 786 34,578. So technically we should go down to there. We're now in the 34,000, so yeah, this is going to be met. If you were to get a bounce from here, we need to get above the 618, confirm it as support, and you won't see any further downside. We need to see 40k flip back into support, otherwise there's that risk. If you come back into this, you get rejected, lose the 786. You don't even have to go all the way over there, but usually you come for that retest basically, but sometimes you don't even get up that high. So if we just now go lower than the 786, you have created that reversal wave with a minimal target of the one at 28,642, and that would tie in with my mate who basically called the 30ks for Bitcoin back in December, November, just like we predicted with this dump over here. Drew a line through, and you see we came into the apex, a break was made, a break to the downside, but you never came back for the retest. So with this retest here, are we going to then get rejected, or are we going to get back inside, come to resistance, fall back to support for a breakout, confirm that support over here at 40k, and then head on higher? So that's obviously what we want to see. We're going to see if this is our low. We just need to use our fibs. So every single pullback in this dip, you could use your fibs to basically get technical targets to the upside. So from the swing low to the swing high here, you can see you've met your 1618 target. The two targets are in the 30,000s ranges. So technically, because you've lost the 1618, yes, I know this is here. So potentially this just means that we're coming back up to the 1618. Just like I just drew. If we get rejected here, we're going to go lower to these two targets over here. So I would be looking at these as a little wick down before trying to pull back. But with that pullback, you could be getting ready for another move down. That is the thing. Just like let's get you some more fibs just to show you what I mean. So from swing low to swing high, let's get that. So you can see here, this is just rough, but you can see 2414, you came down, you made your technical target, you wicked up, but you couldn't get above the 1618. You had fake out at it, and then you went up. So then we measured this for the next. Basically, this was your push, your pullback, and then another push. So you make your technical target, the 2414, right at the bottom, but basically just going up, exhausting before continuing down. And that's why we've measured from here to here to get the next push down. You've lost the 1618. If we confirm it's resistance, you're going down to here before another, obviously, pullback. And hopefully you get your bottoming out structure here. But if you do pull back and then lose the low, something like this will happen where you just go lower. So when we get that pullback, I will put the fibs back on. And so if in the next pullback it holds the 618, you actually continue up. But when you lose the 618, that's when you create that reversal wave. And once you lose that one, that's why you go to the 1618. And if you lose the 1618, that's why you go to the two targets. So it all does make sense, right? There is a criteria for everything, and it's just we need to keep following that criteria to see it keep playing out. So just like when we measured from here to here, you met your 1618 target, but you went down further to your 2414 target. Then you had your pullback. Now we measure the pullback. If that pullback, once you do come back down, you hold the golden pocket, then we could be good for continuation, forming some double bottom over here. Now if you lose that, you create the reversal wave, minimal target to the one, where of course you could bounce up from as well, create a larger double bottom. But if you were to lose that, you go to the 1618, which would be your minimal target. The target is met, and from here you should do a bottoming out structure. But if again you lose the 1618, you go to the two targets down here, and that's literally trading for you. So that's why over here on this larger Fibonacci, if we just get rid of this for now, And this is what we're saying over here. So of course, when you lost the 618, the golden pocket, you go to the 786 and you could get a bounce back above the 618, confirm its support, and you would head higher. So it's the same for here. You lost the 618, coming to the 786. If we can get above the 618, confirm its support, we will head higher and not lower. But if we lose this low now, you should technically go to the 1 at 28,000. Now if you do come to the 1, we're obviously expecting the double bottom like this, one bottom neckline, second bottom up. However, if you lose the 1 now, we have to look at these for our bear market lows. Basically, if you lose this, it's your bear market, and everything will bleed so much harder than it is already. Now if you remember yesterday's update, we were talking about how this is potentially going to be the bottom and how I don't think this could be. But of course, and I'm saying this because the monthly 55 is, in every single bear market that has been your low, the monthly 55 EMA. However, your 1618 target is down here. So technically speaking, if you do lose this low, you should go down to the 1618. However, because the 55 monthly EMA is here, then that's why I'm thinking this. But of course, if you lose that 55 monthly EMA, which you've never ever done before, you have done with a wick, but never ever closed below it before, then yeah, you could get that wick down to there. But I'm not looking at that at the moment until obviously we lose this low and we come down to this, and only if we lose that, then yeah, that would be my target, 16k. But that's all hopium at the moment. You're still above this support, and technically you've printed a low, a higher high, and then a higher low at the moment. Even if you close exactly there, for me, I'd still consider it a higher low. So it is so nasty at the moment, isn't it, guys? The alts are bleeding so much harder than they were in July. It's ridiculous. A lot of them have already broken their lows. Some of them haven't, like Bitcoin. Some of them have, like VeChain, for example. Let's go on VeChain quickly. BetUSD. You can see here, VetUSD just met my 1618 target that I've been calling for a long while, measuring from here to here. So yeah. So let's go back to Bitcoin. That's pretty much it for Bitcoin, to be honest. We can measure the pullbacks again. So let's measure this to there. You can see that our two targets are lining up with that 786. You see there's 2, and then obviously if you lose that, we're coming down to here. But then we can get these fibs as well for over here. And that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, so look at these two targets. The 2414, where you get really overextended, is just below the 786, 33,600. So guys, we're going to keep capitulating until we find a bottom. Basically, we're just trying to find them levels but we need a bounce soon. We need to either confirm this as resistance or for it to be a fake out and come back in and hold it as support. This is the next step. Lose this low now, 34,500, and technically you should go to 28k. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and as always, peace.